As we step into 2026, big questions are already shaping the national conversation, from the economy and governance to security, jobs, education and social welfare. Now, the year presents both challenges and opportunities. So this morning on Daybreak, we're opening lines to you as always. What should be the top priorities for the 2026 agenda? What issues matter most to you and your community? And what should leaders focus on to make a real difference in this year ahead? Join the conversations, share your thoughts, and help set the tone for 2026. The lines are open. We want to hear from you at this moment. For our viewers calling into the program, please remember to turn down the volume of your TV set so that we can hear you clearly and so you can put your points across. All right, the numbers are displayed on your screen. Make sure you call us in or send us a WhatsApp message. All right, we have our first caller already. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you for joining us.
Ade from London.
Good morning, Ade.
Good morning, Maryam.
Good morning, Ade. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Well, the priority for government, to me, should be people's welfare. Number one, the security. Because without security, there is nothing you can do. You are not safe. But if the government should concentrate on security, both the local government, the state government, and the federal. Then the second one should be the welfare of the people. That includes security anyway, but the welfare is that the people are hungry. Because I was made to understand, I discussed somebody yesterday in my station, there are people that can't even have one single meal in a day. I find it difficult to believe, but I believe him. So if that is true, then the local government and the state government should do something, to cater for those people in that category that cannot afford anything at all, by giving out free food or whatever to them, to pushing that effect. So then it's health issue. So all the hospitals and the health center should be fully equipped. You see, at this level, I think if somebody goes to hospital, it should be free because they are paying tax. We're having free hospital here because we pay tax. We have what we call NHS, National Health Service, and they have similar to Nigeria too. So once they are doing that, so people should be able to access medical because many Nigerians are dying because of self-medication. Local clinics that they are not licensed. The people are dying. Then apart from that, there are contaminated food everywhere. There are who have cancer, who are supposed to live long. So government should take care of health. Should be up in their task this year. NAFDAC should work seriously about all those foods so that our people will not be eating contaminated food again. You understand? So that's what I'm appealing to the federal, the state, and the local government. Because the three governments have the rights to listen to people and see to their needs, because an hungry man is an angry man. I normally tell you, nobody is hungry in UK, nobody. Because there are provisions for everything everywhere. You go to charity shop, they will give you food, they give you clothes. So we give out many bags of every day free for charity in UK. So you bag your whatever you don't use, the charity will come and take it, they clean and wash it, and give it to people. So, but in Nigeria, system is different. I'm appealing to president, the state government, instead of bringing money to UK and buy property, give it to your people, let your people have enjoyment, Last week, there's one of our caller, Mohammed from Kaduna. That guy spoke very well. He showed that he's on top of his game. So he spoke very well. Say, don't concentrate on the president. Concentrate on the local government and the state government as well. So that when you focus on those people, you can imagine what happened last time or week. They want to beat a legislator in the north. They are not even left his slippers. Why? Because you don't take care of these people. Most of you should focus. Not the tinubu. So until 2027, only God knows what will happen. I don't know. So, but to me, as at now, let the federal government and local government give something welfare to their people in the local level that are hungry, that can't get any food to eat. That's my own view. I know Nigeria will be great this year by God's grace. Good morning. God bless Nigeria. Happy New Year to all Nigerians.
All right, thank you very much, Adi, for that. Now, I'm saying Maryam.
Yeah.
We have gone into 2026 now. It is a new year. What are the plans from the government? What are the priorities that are meant to be looked at? We have a lot happening in Nigeria, and the major issue at this point that is bedeviling Nigeria is insecurity. But we'll come back
at the top of the list.
Yeah,
we'll come back to that. Actually,
so
there are top priorities from the government. I'm going to dissect that.
All right, let's take our next caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, we lost
that caller.
All right,
we have another call.
We have another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Morning. How are you, my daughter?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Yes, with your beautiful faces.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, I'm calling from Orozo.
Okay, go ahead, ma.
What is your name?
My name is Ifeyunwa.
All right.
Yes,
go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes. I just want to say that do we have welfare in Nigeria?
I believe we do have a president in Nigeria.
Yes, because I'm a retiree. Yes, I'm a retiree. I contributed National Housing Fund. I contributed for.
Can you please turn down the volume of your television set so that we can hear you well?
It's okay. It's okay. So I contributed this money. I can't get my money, and I can't have a house. That's the opinion of having the contributing the money. So my daughter, up till now, after serving in Nigeria for 35 good years, I can't get my money, I can't get a house. We are begging the government to give us the money. Now, they say they are on people that are retired 2019. Then when will they reach 2024, 25?
All right, I believe it is a process and
now, the one we are facing now is that they increase, excuse me.
Go ahead.
They increase the pensioners' money, and they are giving the federal government retirees, not FCT. Is it that FCT we are state? Is it this FCT we are local government? Is it this FCT we are AMAC? But when we are working like other people. Why are they segregating? Why are they segregating that these are federal government, these are this. But when we are working, nobody is segregating. Even the National Housing Fund, now they cannot give us our money. They are saying that they are paying people that have retired from 2019. Let them just pity and help us. It is not palatable at all. You work diligently, you work tirelessly, but now nobody cares for you. Is it the way to? And they know all pensioners on drugs. No pensioner that is not on drugs, and no pensioner, half of us are widows. So what are they telling us? And the children, they manage to have where they are. Is it the best? And they are campaigning for 2027. My daughter, how can somebody serve as a local government chairman, from local government chairman to deputy governor, from deputy governor to governor, from governor then to Senate to National Assembly? We are fearful. That's what is happening. If not so, how can they leave one person to be serving from local government, deputy governor, governor, and Senate? One person, and other children are there, young boys are there, young women are there. Can't they allow them? They are campaigning for 2017. We are not happy. I'm thanking God. I'm thanking the Nigerians that I'm not a man. If I'm a man, I would have told Nigeria where we're supposed to belong. We are fearful. That's what is happening. How can one person be tussling the Nigerians? Why? Why my daughter? I'm saying why?
All right.
Why? It's unfair. Let them give me my own money that I contributed. I'm not begging them their own. Then why?
All right. We're hoping that those responsible and those that can be able to help are listening to you, and hopefully everything will be sorted out for you. Thank you very much for calling in and sharing your plight as well as your thoughts and opinions at this point. All right, moving forward, looking at what we have on the table, 2026 agenda for Nigeria. We'd like to hear from you. What do you think should be top priority when it comes to looking at the masses, looking at what Nigeria needs, and looking at what is best for the country? Maryam, you were going to give us what is top on the federal government's agenda.
Yeah,
in
before
2026.
the caller, you talked about the top priorities from the federal government. And the federal government's top priority, as outlined in the 58.18 trillion 2026 budget of, they named it budget of consolidation, renewed resilience, and shared prosperity, are centered on 4 critical pillars: and security, infrastructure, human capital, and food security. So now about on the security remains the highest. In fact, our security, national security tops the list. It's as a fiscal priority, receiving the largest single allocation of 5.41 trillion naira. But then again, we have another caller. Good morning.
Hello?
Hello,
Yes,
good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Gideon. I'm calling from Gombe.
Good
Okay,
morning,
good
Gideon.
morning.
Go ahead with your thoughts.
So I think for 2026, it's very important the government act with some level of fairness and put the people first in everything that they will do. So that they don't be like we operate in election cycle, and we see compassion, we see mercy when it's time for election. I think the people should be put as first priority for the government, where at the end of the day, everyone will feel that he belongs or she belongs to the larger society. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
All right, thank you very much, Gideon, for that. Now, looking at all that is on the federal government's agenda, I believe there's supposed to be economic expansion, infrastructure modernization for the renewed Hope Infrastructure Fund, and we have security and defense, and which is the topmost priority. We have an estimated 100 billion.
It even have the largest share from the 2026 budget.
Absolutely. All right, let's take our next caller. Hello, good morning.
Please kindly turn down the volume of your TV set. Hello, are you there? We lost the caller.
All right, as a rule of engagement, we do kindly ask that while calling in, do turn down the volume of your TV set or switch off your television at that point so that we can hear you clearly and you can put your point across as well. Now, as we were saying, Maryam, security is top priority, but we have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Hauwa and Maryam.
Good morning.
Studio.
Thank you for joining us.
My name is Muawiyah Hassan. Thank you. My name is Muawiyah Hassan from Jos Kangari.
All right, good morning, Muawiyah. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes, please. The top priority should be security. I think there is nothing much more than that. Yes, everybody needs security in order to have proper progress. So that's my thoughts. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much.
Now,
okay.
As seen, everyone is pointing out that security because this is something that is bedeviling Nigeria. We've seen so far that we've seen continuous attacks going on, even as the federal government has declared a state of emergency when it comes to insecurity in Nigeria. And so far, security remains, as we said, a top priority with estimated $100 billion requirement identified, to upgrade training institutions, expand recruitment, and specific allocations include 250 billion naira, for military barracks and 120 billion naira for military aviation. But with these monies trying to be allocated, are we going to see the impact? That is one question. And aside from that, the next thing that is below that is food security. People are going through a lot when it comes to providing for themselves. Food, inflation. We've seen that according to statistics, it has gone down, but people are not feeling that change. We're only hearing it on paper, not in reality. And aside from that, there is a lot that needs to be done.
If you ask me, if you ask me, the cause of insecurity is food insecurity, because hunger.
Absolutely.
You get take for example the mosque bomber in Maiduguri said he was given 100,000 naira to bomb and kill people in a worship house.
But we'll continue on that. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Maryam. Good morning, Hauwa.
Good morning,
Good morning, Trust TV. Good morning, Nigeria. This is Shatima Kudima calling from Maiduguri.
Good morning, Shatima. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you already.
All right, go ahead with your thoughts.
Honestly speaking, 2026 agenda, why should be the top priority? Everybody knows what is worrying us in this country. It will not be far from security. If at all the security was fixed, even the hunger that Maryam was talking about, it will be solved by God's willing. Because we have serious people, committed farmers. We have them in Nigeria. Even though no attention was given to them. You can imagine in 21st century. That is why I always call him our farmers as heroes. All these awards are supposed to be taken to the farmers. Why did I say so? In 21st century, people are tilling the soil with a hoe, to feed almost 200 million population. We have to give them a prize for that. And despite the fact that they will buy back of fertilizer this year, before next year, the price have go off, but they still maintain their farm. So security, if at all they provide adequate security, all these things will solve itself. And education. Education is very vital point, very vital sector. Because if you are educated, no bandits that will recruit you, no any Boko Haram leader that will invite you to submit yourself. You see that lack of education is also contributed to this insecurity. They turn attention to they should give maximum attention to security, education, and then agriculture. I think by the time we get this, all other things will follow. So I really sympathize with that mother of us who have just dropped her phone. As when I come in, I had her talking. She's a pensioner. Honestly speaking, we should know one thing. All of us will be a pensioner one day, whether we like it or not. Retirement is two-way traffic. Either death will claim you, or you put 35 years of service or 60 years of service. You must retire. And also, these retirees, we give them nickname, a fake nickname, senior citizen. What? You're not justified that statement, senior citizen. I was wondering, up to date, workers can collect their salary after a week or 10 days so before pensioners they start collecting their own money. What an injustice is this? We're supposed to pay pensioners first because they are the ones that lay that foundation. They work for the country, They sacrifice their life for 35 years of service or 60 years of age. We have to treat them nicely. We have to be romancing them all the time to give them comfort for the labor that they render to the country. But honestly speaking, we keep them aside. All the time what we are focusing on is on our which is serving workers. And also injustice, a very big injustice. Somebody will retire since 99 or early 90s or 80s, but still is collecting that amount of that period. How many increments that took place, but they will not be considered. You see, it's a pity today. Somebody is collecting 4,000 naira as his pension in some other state. Some they are collecting 8,000 naira. You can imagine, honestly speaking, how can somebody survive with that money? And also, under contributory pension, somebody will contribute you some money, and you hold the money, you divide it into 3 or 4, you give him 1. You say you keep the rest, you will be giving him monthly. What is your concern? Somebody who served 35 years in service, when you are a kid, and it is now that you are the one that will plan for him, give him his money. Give him his money in volume, whether he can establish some something reasonable just to maintain his family. I think these things will be taken into consideration and make a solution, a better solution. Please and please. Thank you so much and happy Idris.
All right, thank you very much, Tima, for that. Now,
he said really a lot. I believe why people believe that insecurity is top of the list is because insecurity deters,
it stunts everything.
It deters everything from every sector.
When
it deters education, human welfare,
so food security everything is intertwined when it comes to it. Now, there's this key 2026 economic target and parameters. As you made mention earlier, a total budget of 58.18 trillion naira at this point. But when it comes to projected GDP, is supposed to be at 4.6%, and the oil production target is supposed to be 2.06 million barrels per day in 2026. That is the target so far. And fiscal consolidation, there's an effort to boost, I want to get your attention on this, to boost revenue and reduce the debt burden through tax reforms and stricter revenue collection from agencies like FIRS and the NNPC. Now, looking at the way the federal government is hammering on, the tax law, new tax law that has taken effect since yesterday, that is 1st of January 2026, you would see that it is part of, the plans in making sure that there's a fiscal consolidation and making sure that.
But what happened to the other tax collector? What happened to the other tax? What happened to the monies collected from the fuel subsidy?
We've asked this, but according to the federal government, the money that was, recovered,
there is no accountability, no transparency whatsoever.
Allocated
That's the problem.
to states, but that is not enough explanation for us to go
The states that are collecting 4,000 naira and the pensioners are collecting 4,000 naira in the states. Honestly, this is so uncomfortable. We have another caller.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Adamu.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead with your thoughts.
Please, the public security. Nigerians need security because without security, you can't do anything. You will be afraid. You can't go to farm. You can't go to your work. You'll be afraid whether are you going to come back safely. If you go to work, are you going to come back safely? If you want to travel, you'll be afraid. Even if you want to sleep at night, you don't know whether you're going to wake up in the morning. So security is one thing. So that when you are doing any other thing, then you will be harassed. Then what you are doing without security, people will not go to farm. And those that are the one that will farm already spoiled because of security hunger everywhere, because of there is no security. So if government want to help Nigerians this year, let them try to fight this security, because we know that they can do it. They can fight, they can do it if they want to do it. Let them fight this insecurity so that the people will get to us, people will be saved. Like this time last year in Anambra State, no people celebrate Christmas well because of insecurity everywhere. But now, as by the grace of God, our government pride and fight insecurity, and everybody is celebrating Christmas well in Anambra State. So, my brothers in the north and everything, every day we are hearing insecurity. It's too much in that north. Please, we let the government help Nigerians for insecurity. Let them do Nigerian security. It's increasing every day, man. It's increasing every day, especially in the north. And there's not good. So that people will be harassed. So people will do their business. People will go to farm, everything. Without this hunger and everything will be rest. The main thing, in fact, this year, let them face this security. Let them face this insecurity and solve it, because we know that they can do it if they want to do it. That is all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that. I believe we have a couple of WhatsApp messages right here. We have one from Oluwafemi David from Kano State, and he says, good morning to you both and a happy new year to you. Security and creation of jobs should be the priority of the federal government, federal and state government. The past year was challenging, and I hope that the policies of the government will begin to yield positive impact, because we are yet to feel their impact. Thank you very much, Oluwafemi David, for that.
Another message from, we have another caller before we read out this message. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Sonny. I'm calling from Benin, Edo State.
Thank you, Samuel, for calling. What's your take?
No, Sonny is my name. Sonny from Benin City, Edo State.
Okay.
Good morning, Sonny.
Good morning, Sonny. Thank you for calling.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Okay. To be honest with you, every ministry, every department and every agency, they are all top priority. There is no one that you can say this one is better or not better. Every one is a top priority that federal government, state government, and even the local government need to look into. If you remove light from insecurity, can we still talk about insecurity? If we have power and yet the security agencies are not doing their job, can we still talk about that we have security? So every minute, that's why we find out that we have one president. We have several ministers for the various government agencies and departments. I think what the federal government should do right now, the president, as a matter of fact, the issue of sleep should be excused for now. He should do everything possible to ensure that he connects all the various ministers, directors, permanent secretaries, direct all of them to himself. He needs to do everything possible deliberately to find out from them what are the various ministry agencies are doing, whether on a daily basis or weekly basis. One of the callers that called before the last month from Anambra talked about the issue of farmer fertilizers. If you want to find out, go to China and see what the Chinese government, the Japanese government, the Taiwan, all this area, that region, go and find out what they are doing. For example, in China, instead of your product to go waste, the government will buy it from you, they give you the equivalent. They do irrigation for you. I know that in the north, in the past they were doing it where they tried to do irrigation for farmers. I don't know whether they are still doing that right now. If you help farmer to ensure that the farm is protected, I can tell you the farmer will not have that conscience to want to increase his product. Fertilizer is a very expensive commodity all over the world. So if government now invest, help the farmer to ensure that the major problem they are facing, they help them to take care of it, there is no way a farmer want to sell his crop more than the way he's supposed to sell. Because government have also given him some soft landing. The same thing with our security architecture. Remember last year I was sharing on your program where I said that our security men, they are already overstretched. State government and federal government need to do everything possible to support our security agency. You talk about somebody talk about the issue of pensioners should be taking care of it. No, there's nothing like pensioners should take care of it. If government is paying us at when due, the way you are paying those who are in the service, the one who are already retired, the money still goes to them. So I think that the issue of transparency is our problem. Imagine now somebody has paid contribution pension. The man has paid his own. The government now pay equivalent. Government cannot pay the man his pension. Okay, what about the one that he has contributed? Government can also give him that one. I think that the indiscipline should be removed. They must be focused that the various ministries should do their job so that everybody, everybody doing their job so that at the end of the day, everyone will smile. The one cannot say, I can do without the head. The head cannot say, I can do without the leg. All the joints in the body work together. The same way in our government agency, everybody should work together. Nigeria will not change if the people refuse to change according to do the old way. Nigeria will change. You can see that we are in New Year. What has changed? So that shows that it's the people that will need to change, not the New Year that will change. It's the people that will deliberately, systematically, and deliberately take steps to say, this thing we did last year was no good. This year we're going to ensure that we do it better. If Nigeria will do that, I can tell you, Nigeria will be a better country for all. Because if it is good, that we enjoy. Whether in the educational sector, whether in the security sector, whether in the rural area, whether in the irrigation, whether in the farming sector. That's why if you see now a place like Japan, they have 98% illiteracy rate. 98% literacy rate. That shows that everybody is educated. That shows that the kind of education we're talking about now is not just going to school to say you want to go to university. No. Get the basic information. If I become a member of Boko Haram, what will be the feedback? If I join to do evil or I did one thing that caused problem, what will be the feedback? You look at the accident that happened about Anthony Joshua and his trainer. You saw what happened there. That if that truck was not parked there, stationed there, and maybe the road was good, it may not happen. So you found out that one mistake can lead to another. So everybody, one of the questions I want us to ask ourselves, the step I'm taking to the things I'm doing today, if I do it, will it become a problem to many? If it will become a problem because of the fact it will become a problem, I should not do it. So when we have this kind of matter, I can tell you, Nigeria will do better. While those in authority are doing their own, we the former should also do our own. We should not destroy or spoil what the government is already put in place, because at the end of the day, they will continue to vote tomorrow. Thank you, Trump TV, and thank you for what you are doing.
Thank you very much for that, Sonny.
I said a lot about going back to the messages before the. This is coming from Adamu Muhammad Usman, writing from Kafin Hausa. Says, good morning, everyone. I can't say much on this topic. The only thing I can say as the top priorities are tackle insecurity, provide employment opportunity, let's have a steady power supply, roads rehabilitation and construction, let the education be sound and free to the common man, health care delivery, let the retirees get their benefit on time, to have free, fair, credible and peaceful elections. May Allah help us and make things easy for us.
All right, we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Ibn Ali from Niger State, Villager.
Good morning, Ibn Ali. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Thank you very much. God bless all of you.
Thank you.
The agenda I want to advise the government on at all levels, from the federal government down to the local level, we should prioritize education and welfare of our citizens. That two agenda is okay for now. Let us prioritize education. Let us pay the teachers very well. Make sure that they are equipped in terms of training and in terms of conducive environment for the learning of our pupils and the children. That is very, very important. Then the welfare of workers is very, very important. Pay the workers what they are supposed to earn, not by paying them little money that cannot last for 1 week. Pay them well. Make sure the issue of allowances is okay. That if somebody is working, it is not necessary for you to steal, for you to build out your house or to buy a car. No. Government should ensure that the welfare of the citizen is prioritized. Then support the SME, the corporate body, support the private sector. That is very, very important. When you address this issue, all other things will fall in place. The issue of insecurity, infrastructure, all other things will fall in place. But if
It cannot prioritize these two things, to be honest with you. Even though you build and describe on this world, to be honest with you, there will still be issue of insecurity and the other challenges. That is my contribution. That is my candid advice for the government.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ibn Ali, for your contribution. All right, so that is all we have for this segment. Thank you to all our callers and those that sent their WhatsApp messages with their contributions.